Boss told the new guy to paint the
I'm not
block.
laughing.
This is ridiculous. This is bad, dude.
Yeah.
Get it all cleaned up, all this.
Okay.
Get a razor blade, scrape this shit off, get it all off, get old rags, get it all wiped out. I don't want one bit of this on here.
Okay, I didn't know. You didn't tell me.
I told you outside of the block. What's gonna happen when the oil eats the paint off? Where's it gonna end up, John?
In the engine. Well, consider it.
Here's $20 to paint my porch. All done. And by the way, it's not a Porsche, it's a Ferrari.
Struts on a Lexus RX 350. And for once, the engineers were thinking about the tech.
Toyota notched the tensioner bracket so the water pump comes out without removing it. German engineers, on the other hand.
First time seeing a car fail a home inspection.
Is that their one of them electric automobiles everyone's talking about?
Customer states, the tire pressure light would not turn off, so he kept adding air.
That is when your job turns you from a shop tech into a bomb defusing tech.
He calls this the worst decal he has ever installed, for many reasons.
Feels like a Civic gapped this guy in his Chevy Cavalier, and he has leaned into small PP energy ever since.
You all asked to see Bart with his cart, so here he is.
Bart's got art on his cart. Hope Bart never has to part with his cart. He seems like a nice old fart.
He works at a rental company, and the police brought this one back themselves.
He started his criminal enterprise on a budget, and it turned into the Alamo.
The write-up said engine sounds like a video game, and then he started it.
That last pew at the end is satisfying, even if the valve is bent out of shape about it.
Aircraft rolled in with one very flat spot. Pilot landed with his brakes on.
Park it with that flat spot down and you won't need the chocks.
In case you couldn't tell, this truck is a Ford.
Ah yes, the Ford F-150, Ford Edition.
He genuinely cannot work out how they drove it to him in this condition.
One hand. That's fine. Fucking send it.
It's a cartoon car collapsing onto the ground, every piece falling off in succession until the driver is sitting in a pile of wreckage holding an unattached steering wheel.
Rental car came back like this. The customer said he had a plane to catch.
A former rental employee said it plainly. Never buy a used rental car. Even the employees drive them like race cars.
Customer states, the screen has been black for 10 days.
That book in the glove box contains all sorts of useful info about what the buttons and knobs do.
The dealership let a kid with zero manual transmission experience test drive a Mazda Speed 3.
How? There has to be more damage than just the absolutely shredded clutch.
His new sway bar showed up with nothing on it but a shipping label.
Guy from FedEx says it wrecked at least 5 other packages and Aunt Mabel's tea set thrown in the truck by an 18-year-old on minimum wage.
You can tell an old-timer his oil still looks clean, and it changes nothing.
One tech says he tells them once, "Your oil's good. It doesn't need changing. Thanks for telling me. Please change it." They were informed, and it's their money.
Someone stole a caliper off a $38,000 RAV overnight.
He's at the scrapyard right now, brake fluid everywhere, arguing over $2.50.
Apparently, wearing a seatbelt is bad enough that people buy one of these.
Every time I get in a vehicle with these, it gets left on the dashboard, but it seems like a self-solving problem in the long term.
Somebody was sure this shifter setup wouldn't cause problems a few years down the line.
Ford already has a bulletin for it. The module sticks halfway down.
One way to deal with the seatbelt reminder chime.
Every delivery driver in the comments. I use one, just not on the driver side.
Customer wanted a price on a tire, so they sent us tire measurements.
Measuring the tire because you don't know about tire size numbers? Understandable. Measuring height and length on a circle? Wow.
Customer states the key won't come out of the ignition. A fuzzy pink keychain was holding the shift release button down.
Was it a Kia?
Hood came up, hood went straight back down, and the tech said absolutely not.
I call the big one bitey.
An 86 Toyota with 211,000 miles, still in mint condition.
Excuse me while I quietly seethe at all you non-rust belters.
Somebody in this house has a hard time remembering, so now there's a reminder.
Another owner tried the same trick. A note on the garage door reading, "Lights? No dead batteries since."
Customer states, headlight not working. That is the complaint, word for word, on the work order.
Well, those are floodlights.
The shop cat of 4 years just passed away. Customers loved him. He was one of the guys.
Another shop had an executive feline parts manager named Mopar, over 40 mouse kills.
So which car actually has the worst battery location in the business?
Dodge Journey. Same idea as this Ferrari, except it's a large SUV. No excuse.
It's Friday, no tire until Monday, so this is happening instead.
The best part about a temporary repair is that it's permanent.
This is how they make sure the scrapyard can't resell their crankshafts.
A BMW tech had the same job. Video yourself, knifing brand new tires for warranty.
Customer says he changed the oil 8,000 kilometers ago.
$300W 500 billion. Looks good to me.
Neighbor brings his Dodge Caravan over, complaining there's no power and it sounds awful.
Raceway Park! Nitro burning funny cars! Sunday, Sunday, Sunday!
Third no-start towed in this week from the same gas station, and the sample is about 96% water.
Report it to the local Weights and Scales Bureau. They will be on that very quickly.
A whole year of shop floor moments cut together into one reel.
The comments all landed in the same place. This feels like the intro to a show they'd watch.
He figures his boss might be compensating for something with the new toolbox.
Sounds more like your boss isn't paying his employees enough.
Another customer brought the dog along to the shop and left it in the car, terrified.
Hold on.
For some people, a dog isn't about how the dog feels, it's how it makes them feel. Same folks who shouldn't have kids.
These are the headlamps on a Citroën DS7, 1,700 pounds each.
That is a lot of unnecessary expensive moving parts.
Customer states, driver's seat will not move forward or backwards.
That poor Yankee Candle air freshener on the mirror never stood a chance. Rest in peace, little guy.
A parts store employee with MS had been pulling orders with an old rickety cart. The crew surprised him with a new one.
Has wheels, rolls, working horn. Yep, it belongs.
Customer states the ABS, ESC, and front radar lights are all on.
Pretty sure those aren't OEM.
A 99 RAV4 with the one option no car has anymore, the groin cooler.
And a Peter heater during the cold months.
Whatever is going on under this hood, the tech only had one word for it, a long, drawn-out so.
That's one ticked off opossum.
All four people walked away uninjured. The car did not. That's an ash branch, courtesy of the Emerald Ash Borer.
Lucky nobody in there got a new ash hole.
Another super safe Michigan vehicle. Seatbelts are apparently optional here.
Custom. Oh, pretty sure this isn't normal. But hey, at least you can buckle up your seatbelt for safety. But at least the brakes aren't almost metal to metal and leaking, thank God. And at least you can see where you're going. Oh wait, there's no headlight.
This can be driven on our roads, but I can't import a JDM vehicle until it's 25 years old or buy a new car with an old design.
It's negative 39 degrees Celsius outside tonight.
Every northerner had the same thought. Settlers crossed an entire continent, stopped in North Dakota, and said this spot looks nice.
Regular since 200,000 miles, said he'd make it to 1 million. Today he needed a tire plug.
Tell him to call Toyota. I bet they'd give him a new one for his, to put in a museum somewhere or a car collection.
Nobody told him the Model S power windows also came with ludicrous mode.
Please do not attempt to overclock your Tesla. It may become unstable.
Work order says this one just rolled into the shop twice. Same vehicle, 2 separate deliveries.
Chop shop.
Loading tires onto the trailer when he looked down at the frame. Inspection date, March 22, 2022.
Don't clean it. The rust is holding it together.
Kid buys a car, a cop calls his inspection stickers counterfeit and rips one off.
A Pennsylvania inspector in the comments. If the cop says they're fake, and you pay.
2017 Maserati, rear tires shot, and the owner refused to buy new ones and drove off.
Just because you can buy a Maserati doesn't mean you can afford one. That's the shop floor for today. If you made it this far, hit subscribe. Cheaper than a diagnostic fee. Like the video if it saved you a trip to the mechanic. One more case file, right there.